Hello and welcome to round 15 here at Russia. Right, we're listening to Kevin Wilson after the formation lap, so enjoy the video and then enjoy the music when it kicks in.
Welcome one and all to today's Grand Prix here in southern Russia. A beautiful location besides the Black Sea and a race that has historically been dominated by the Silver Arrows. Mercedes have won here 6 times since the first race in 2014. Can someone else muscle in on that record here today? It's time to go racing then in the Sochi Autodrome, where the long run down to the heavy braking zone at turn 2 is one of 2 DRS zones around this 3.6 mile circuit. The other, of course, down into turn 13. 18 corners make up a lap here today, with an average speed somewhere in the region of 130 miles an hour. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Lee Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Sainz, Perez, Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly, Vettel, Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Right, before people say I've changed the difficulty, no I have not. I managed to get third because of the way I was driving in qualifying. Like I say, boom, 7 times in difficulty, like everything else. But literally, it was just a well-earned third place in qualifying. Will I hold third place at the end of the race? Who knows? Anyway, but let's start Kevin Wilson and then I'll start the formation lap properly.
First time he'd ever had shoes on. Very first day at school. And the sweet young teacher straight from college, her first day there too. His mum and Miss Brown chatted about living out there in the scrub and how he'd grown up with the shearers.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
I'll keep my eye on him, Miss Brown promised. He can be my helping hand. And I'm sure we'll be the best of friends now, won't we? He didn't even raise his eyes. He just bit his bottom lip and shuffled sand with his new shoes and said, I don't give a shit. Now, she said, you don't swear, I'll let you ring the bell. He said, you're supposed to be the fucking gun. Go ring the cunt yourself. So tell me what time's the fucking smoke up? What time do we knock off? And I'm busting for a fucking shit, so where's the thunderbox? And do we get out daily rolling weed and 6 gold cans of piss? And can any bastard tell me whose fucking show is this?
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
But that didn't seem to faze her. She just walked down next to him and sweetly smiled and softly whispered, we'd better start again, because you must learn not to swear like that, because it's against the rules. He said, well, stick your rules and stick your shoes and stick your fucking school. But she just grit her teeth and forced a smile and didn't let it show. She just said, let's both go on with the other. You have nothing, young lady. If you stand here beside me, you can help me pull the children up. He said, you don't need me to help you. What you need's a fucking nut. But again, it just bounced off her and she let his comment pass. That'd have been me, I would have kicked that midget mongrel up the arse. But she said, no, Now listen carefully, boys and girls, and please don't make a sound. You fucking tell 'em, lady. Can't you bastards get around and find out what time's fucking smoke out? What time do we knock off? And if you're busting for a fucking shit, where to find the thunderbox? And do we get our daily rolly weed and 6 cold cans of piss? And can any bastard tell me whose fucking show is this? The kid had turned that school ride on its ear, and come recess time, 2 teachers had fucking heart attacks and another 6 resigned.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Kept it cool and just ignored that little arsehole that was trying to wreck the school. The head said, just hide here in the staff room. It's really quite a lovely school. It's like back outside there in the schoolyard, things were getting pretty hot. The little reunion inside all the other mongrels up. Because he learned proper from the series and remembered what they taught. He promised 1 day on and 3 days off, and if it rained, don't come at all.
Are you all right?
Meanwhile,
Engine
back
off,
there in the
engine
room,
off.
The staff was shitting broken glass. As the little sawn-off savages started chanting their demands, they said, "Oi, what time the fucking smoke out? What time do we knock off? And if we're busting for a fucking shit, get the thunderbox. And do we get our daily rolly weed and 6 cold cans of piss? And can any bastard tell us whose fucking show is this?" The shit-scared head just shook and trembled as he sobbed, "Stick with me, staff," as one by one those left behind up and bolted for their cars. And they knew the head had gone tattars and his spring had finally sprung when he pissed and shit his dacks and started screaming for his mum. Then Miss Brown volunteered and said, "No, I don't know. But I think I like
The underbody's taken a little damage. Watch out for it.
my brothers are all yours, and I was once their youngster. So I'll go out there and fight and find
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
And when she decked him with a 4-2, the whole school stopped and gawked. She said, "Listen here, you little cunt, we need to fucking talk, because there ain't no fucking smoke out. I'll say when we knock off, and I'll tell you when to fucking shit too, because I'm the fucking boss. And forget your fucking rolly weed, you get fuck all here for free. And if you want to know who runs this show, fucking me! Guys, get around, you little cunt! Get in line! Right up, inside, on! Get out of here! You sit quiet! That's all right. Fuck all right with you.
The underbody's taken some damage. You may start to notice it.
I want a bit big like Daddy's got. I want a bit big like him. So yes, we baby Jesus, when I'm grown up and I'm big, I want to burn rubber like my old man. I want a big Daddy's like him. Send for Jesus, over and out. See ya. You kid.
DRS DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Right, some information on Hamilton. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
A potato down your babies, yeah, that'll get them in. Shove a spud inside your nuts whenever you go for a swim. Just pop a Murphy down your surface, son. In with a potato down your babies, yeah, that'll get them in. So I just got out the turnstiles and shot down the veggie store and grabbed myself a Murphy, would have weighed half a pound or more. Then I shoved it down me baby, just like me brother said, then this randy little rooster started back again. With a potato down me baby, yeah, that'll get her in. A U-Butte Murphy down me surface. Now bring on all the women, 'cause with it swinging in the breeze, I reckon I'd be in like Flynn with a potato down me baby. Yeah, that'll get them in. I had no idea me brother's plan was as good as that, 'cause when them toolers seen it hanging there, it stopped them in their tracks 'cause it was bulging like a bastard as I strutted by the pool. But I just grabbed it, squeezed it, winked and said, "Hey, check me out, I'm cool." With a potato down me baby, yeah, that'll get him in. A whopping Murphy down me surface. Hey girl, pop a load of this. With that spud shoved down me duds, I thought that I was in like Flynn with a potato down me baby, yeah, that'll get him in. Eyes were popping out like golf balls as the sealer stopped and stared, and the blokes up in the grandstand all whistle, clapped and cheered. But me brother weren't too happy when he found out what I'd done. He said, "You fucking little wank, you're supposed to stick it down the front." Jesus, now look what's happened. Fuck you all, the sailors are shot through, and I'll never face me mate again, fucking thanks to you. I ought
In this lap. In this lap. Push now.
I just got in from the local. I had to try the local brew. And I run into the local gossip, and I learned a thing or two about you local yokels and what yous get up to. And he read me your pedigrees, and I'll read them back to you. He said the local chefs are puffed up.
There's only 4 seconds gap between you and the car ahead. Keep pushing.
The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local cops are... What did I say? The local cops are cunt. The local mayor's a fucking dickhead. His wife's the local snob. The local bank manager's a fucking wanker, and so's the local cop. The local Sparky's a fucking cowboy. Local plumber's making a miss. The local undertaker's a fucking weirdo, and the local lawyer's full of shit. And the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local cops are... What did I say? The local cops are cunt. The local bookie's a shonky bastard. Local races fucking rigged. Local publican ought to be fucking hung for watering down the piss. The local polly's a fucking gin jockey. And here's something else I know. The local cricket team ain't worth fucking shit. The local footy team's a fucking joke. And the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Exit, exit now.
I said the local cops are... What did I say? The local cops are cunt.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Local dogs are full of fleas. Local barber's a fucking butcher. Local kids are fucking thieves. Local car yards a fucking rip-off. And so's the local show. And the local cops are dead set cunt. But I mentioned that a minute ago when I said the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local cops are... What did I say? The local cops are cunt. Big finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. The local cops are cunt. Dolly, I love you. Say you've never heard of me, but I got all your records, and I seen you on TV. Oh, but way out here it's lonely.
Drop your speed.
And
Our
I
delta is
hope
too
one
low and
day
you'll risk a
we
penalty.
meet.
Slow your pace
I'm
immediately.
your biggest fan, but until then, at least the bloke can
Mick is in the
dream.
pits. Mick in the pits.
Dolly, it's wank, wank, money in the bank. This one's just for you. Wank, wank, money in the bank. It's all that I can do. I stuck your picture on me ceiling to prove my love is true. Wank, wank, money in the bank, Dolly. This one's just for you. Hillary, I love you. And I totally respect you, man. Even when Bill had a major zipper malfunction, you stood by your man. Oh, but way out here it's lonely. So can you send a picture for me bedroom wall? Or ask Bill to send some of them naked pictures of Monica. He probably won't be needing them no more. So Hillary, it's wank, wank, money in the bank. This one's just for you. Wank, wank, money in the bank. It's all that I can do. Can you sign it to Kev with lots of love? Or get Monica to sign hers the same one's just for you. Caitlin, I love you. And out of all of them Kardashians, you're me favourite, even though I don't know if you're a her or if you're a him. Oh, but way out here, don't matter. 'Cause if I got me hands on you, Sheila or bloke, you'd cop more pokes than an outback barbecue. So Caitlin, it went, money in the bank. This one's just for you. Wink, money in the bank. It's all that I can do. I stuck your picture on me dartboard. Bet you felt a prick or two. Wink, money in the bank, Caitlin. This one's just for you. Wink, money in the bank. This one's just for you. Doing time on the
There's
mind
5 laps of fuel remaining.
is just like being in prison. The foreman's like a warden, occupational health and safety fucking dickheads. But these are the cunts that are running the show and tell me what I gotta do. So I flick through me WorkSafe company Bible and see if there's a rule that tells me whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank. Is there some sort of protocol I gotta follow in case I have an accident? Don't wanna breach company rules and regs. Don't wanna get the sack.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Is there a course or lecture I got to attend, or safety film I should see? Do a risk appraisal on jacking off. Make sure I pump the sump safely. Should we be calling for a toolbox meeting or a workshop group think tank? Just who's the boss at tossing off if I want to have a wank? And here's something else. Does health and safety cover masturbation?
The car behind is
Check out
dropping
his
back
new
by about
wank
3/10 a
sign,
lap.
tape off the area and tag me balls. Could be a lot of back pressure and spray. Will I be needing any specialist equipment, apart from Vaso, Porno and a mop? Will they have first aid or the fire brigade in case of friction burns to me top? So tell me whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? Should I be wearing wet weather gear?
Okay, try to overtake
When I
him.
drain the tadpole tank? Don't wanna breach company rules and regs. Don't wanna get the sack. So whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? Whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? What about high-vis bobber or breathing apparatus? Or non-skid steel cap boots? Or strap myself into a safety harness when I purge the procreation tube? Will I be needing an assistant? Like an apprentice or maybe a TA? Or one of them big-titted Sheilas from the office give a hand?
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Should I be wearing a hard hat or rubber gloves? Or safety goggles for me eyes? Or a ground sheet covering the wank space when them backed up sperms start flying? Invite the foreman and that health and safety mob to make sure that I'm doing it right. And when I release me nutsack tsunami, Them cunts can clean up the fucking site. But first I've got to know whose permission have I got to get if I want to have a wank. Should we advise the RSPCA before I give the monkey a spank? Don't want to breach company rules and regs. Don't want to get the sack. So whose permission have I got to get if I want to have a wank? Whose permission have I got to get if I want to have a wank? Whose permission have I got to get if I want to have a wank? Got off the red-eye special from London. I'd been over there 4 or 5 weeks. Playing gigs all over the place, from Inverness to Southend-on-Sea. And me mates at the gate were waiting. G'day, Kev, they all shouted in chorus. I said, hang on, you bloke. Now, look, this is not a joke, but you can't call me Kev anymore. And they said, what? Fucking what? Gotta call me Mohammed Haas. Changed my name a bit since I seen his last. But I ain't changed.
Stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
At first they thought I was joking. But they know I don't tell them porky pies. I said, you'll be tripping on your tongue
There's
for
3
a couple
laps
of
of fuel
months, but
remaining.
you get used to saying it after a while. Then the cans in their hands started shaking as they slipped from their grip and hit the floor. I said, I'm thinking about this. I'm not taking the piss. You just can't call me Kev anymore. And they said, what? Fucking what? Gotta call me Mohammed Haas. Changed my name a bit since I seen yous last. But I ain't changed, I just changed me name to Mohammed Haas. You see, I run into this Arab bloke in London. He was driving a cab at the time. Bit of a fender bender in the car park. And look, no one was hurt and we were both fine. Yep, just a bit of a scratch, and that was that. And really no one was to blame. So instead of getting the coppers involved, we agreed to exchange names. What? Fucking what? Swap mine for Mohammed Haas. Changed my name with him since I seen yous last. But I ain't changed, I just changed my name to Mohammed Haas. So if you see an Arab cabbie
This
in
is your
London
final lap.
with
Final
a
lap
funny
of the
little
race.
thingy
We're leading
on
our
his head,
teammate by
and he's playing camel
9.5
music in his
seconds.
mini cab, that'd be him, that'd be Kev. So give him a tip if you think
Gap
of it.
to
when
teammate
he's
behind
dropped
is
off where you gotta
10.9
go.
seconds.
Then
They're on
give
old
him a
softs.
decent old
They're in
slap
50.
on the back and
The
say,
time
"Well,
last
Mohammed
lap was
says
a
hello."
1 minute
Then he says,
37.3.
Fucking what? My new friend, Mohammed Haas. He calls me Kev. Funny bastard. Hope he's liking his new name, Mohammed Haas. Mohammed Haas. Mom, there's a dog outside. What I'd like you to see. Ma, if it's all right, I'd like to keep him here with me. 'Cause I never seen a dog like that. He's got another head in the middle of his back, and he's got 6 legs, so he'd be good at chasing cats. He's
Yes, yes,
double
yes, we're on the
decker
podium.
dog.
Good job this weekend. Great drive. Thank you.
It's Mum, his back arm's black, but
Well,
his
today
front bit's
we've witnessed
really
some great
white.
battles here in Sochi. They've taken a fantastic
Don't
win.
be riding.
So Anthony,
He's
what
not
made the
gonna
difference out
fight.
there today?
I'd say it was
He
down
looks
once
too
again to good,
tired.
consistent
He looks
driving,
worn
nailing
in.
the corners,
And
working to
both
the
his
track
heads have got
conditions,
their
and
tongues
perfecting the
hanging
team's
out.
strategies.
And he's
They got
up
all
and
of these
he's
things
up
right
and
today,
he's
and the
dropping
results
at
speak
the
for
mouth.
themselves.
He looks really friendly.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Mum, they're cruel next door, because all they did was laugh. Mum, why are you filling up the bucket? Do you think he needs a bath? But you'll be right, Mum, I can handle him myself. And I don't need those bloody kids next door to help. He's my double-decker dog, so I'll bath him by myself. I wish they'd all just go piss off.
This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the
Them
standings.
kids next
So,
door
Anthony
are
Davidson,
teasing
who
me,
would you
poor
rank
dog.
as your driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Pierre
Mum,
Gasly. The team did a
they're
good job with the
bricks
strategy
next
to put him
door,
in amongst the
'cause
pack,
now they're
but it's the
chucking
driver's
rocks.
job to capitalise on those
And
opportunities.
if they
He
hit
did
him,
so
Mum,
with a
well,
lot of
I'll
skill.
be
Let's move on to the
He gets his
constructors.
6
It
legs
was a
going,
tough race
they'll
for
be
our
running for
championship
their
leaders
lives,
who
and with
lose
his
ground
second
at the
set
top
of
of the
fans,
table.
he can
And
fight
with
them
that,
all
we wrap up
twice, so
another
he
weekend
better
of
stop
motorsport.
fucking
But
round.
with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Mum, the cunts next door, I think they've killed me dog.
Fans
Mum,
really seem to
one
enjoy
cunt
that.
jumped the
They do look
fence and kicked him in the cot.
Things look cool.
And the bastard
We all
kicked him
un-
so fucking hard.
Mr. Dear,
Me dog took off and
What's the
was
secret
heading for the park, but he ran across the road and got skittled by a
Appreciate your
car
time.
and it snapped me dog in half. Mom! Mom! Quick, come outside! You won't believe your eyes! Mom! It's me double-decker dog! He's back! He's still alive! And I don't know how he's done it, but he's together again! But something's different, Mum! I can't explain! Well, his front's still white, that's still the same, but now he's back half brown! Come on, fella! He's a clever little dog! How did you change colour like that? He's a clever dog, Mum. Look, he's happy to see me too. Gee, Mummy really likes me legs. Come on, fella. What are we gonna call him, Mum? Mum, can I call him Hobby? Look, come on, Hobby. Look, Mummy knows his name. Look, he's back half hopping up and down. Come on, Hobby. Come on, fella, that's a
Our new
good
parts are
dog.
completed without
That's a
issue.
good dog.
They'll be on the car ready. for
Right,
next
I'm going to end this
week.
video here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that bell for notifications, and tomorrow we will have Singapore. And until then, I will see you all again. Goodbye.